Hey guys, it's Genki here. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hi. All right. This is what we're going to talk about. Everybody's saying Xbox is dying. Xbox ain't going to put out a new system. It's over for Xbox. I know that makes PlayStation fans happy. It really shouldn't though, because without the Xbox, you guys are going to be paying $1,200 for their systems instead of $6. Yes, the reason the prices are so low with Sony is because of Xbox. It's one of them things. When you got two consoles competing with each other, you get lower prices, better pricing, and you get better games because they're fighting. Now, I think, though, what we're going to see is Xbox changing their direction. And I think this is why. We're going to bring up the Xbox Series S. So they brought this out with the Xbox Series X. And as I hope everybody knows. And it actually went over really well. I mean, at $300, you can't beat it. You really can't. It's a good way to get into the gaming ecosystem. It's a great way to play with your friends. If you're a casual player, you don't have to dump a lot of money in to start playing. And I think Xbox realizes this is their best selling system right here. And the Xbox Series X that competes against the PlayStation 5 isn't selling as good. Now, they're not going to totally quit making systems. No, not at all. Now, I think they're going to take a different path. You know, like Nintendo. Nintendo ain't competing with Xbox or PlayStation. They took their own path, and look how well they're doing. They don't have the most powerful gaming system, and they do very well. I think Xbox is realizing this. Right now, yes, the Xbox Series X is their powerhouse, and it's definitely equal, if not better, than the PlayStation 5. I think they're so close, it's really hard to tell because the specs are just, we can complain about it all day long, and nobody's really going to win that argument. And I don't even understand why we fight about this stuff anyway. Now, I kind of do understand about this little guy right here. This little guy has made some controversies. Now, I don't think Xbox is going to be able to keep the whole, well, they're already not. Both games got to come out equally on both the Series X and the Series S. That's just not going to help. So you might get different gameplay if you have a Series S eventually. But I don't think it's going to die. You can't even get a $300 gaming PC and it to run as well as this Series S. So no matter the controversy around it, I think it's a great thing. Right now, we know that the gaming industry is making more money than the movie industry and the music industry put together. So gaming is major business. And to have an affordable way in is another major plus. That gets more people into the games. That gets more games sold. And just better all the way around for everybody. So the Series S, I really think has a home and has a spot in history. And, we're going to be seeing a lot of different...
They are
There's
not.
going to be a lot of...
Starfield or
Hold on,
Indiana
let me
Jones.
pause this.
Well,
Because we're going to get into this next. I really think the gaming industry is changing. We're seeing the transition point right now. It is going to get different. Games are getting huge. That's why we're not seeing them on physical media as much because they're so massive. And I get that. I hate it, but I get it. I mean, I don't see why they can't put physical releases out. Just use multiple discs like they used to do for PCs. I don't see a problem with that, especially if we want to pay for it. I'm sure it's never going to be as a big a deal anymore as just being able to download it and buy it and get it at home. I don't think I think more people are going to do that, especially the younger generation, because they don't realize that these games are going to disappear. They are. It's just fact. No game stays around forever. Um, but Microsoft has made a very big commitment. They bought a lot of game studios. They're moving up in that part. They're going to have, yeah, why play? One of the reasons PlayStation's winning is because their first party games. Xbox has been slacking on that. The ones they have put out haven't been that great. PlayStation's had a lot better first party games. But if you notice, PlayStation just recently did something that's very unusual for PlayStation. When they relaunched their Helldivers 2, they also launched it on PC. Now, why is this? Because they need a bigger audience than just with the PlayStation. It's a live game. It deals with as many gamers as you can to get on it. So yes, maybe sooner we might see Helldivers 2 on the Xbox just because of this. Now, also Xbox has another issue that they've kind of their first party games, you don't need an Xbox to play them. You can play them on your PC. So technically, if you had a PlayStation 5 and a PC, you got all your games covered. I hate to say that because I don't want to push PlayStation. I don't hate PlayStation. I just like to push Xbox because of the underdog. And I think we need the Xbox to compete against the PlayStation to keep the prices low. But I think Xbox have decided with this new system that, hey, maybe we should go a different direction. Xbox is more about online gameplay. What's happened with Xbox is, I've been with Xbox since the OG. The OG version, it went over good. The 360 was a massive hit. That was their golden age for Xbox, the 360. That was just a powerhouse system that was amazing. Yes, it had its issues. Xbox, I felt, did right. I had an Xbox 360 that had the red ring of death. They had me a new Xbox in less than a week. They handled it very well. And it still was a very successful system for them. And then, I don't know what Xbox was thinking about bringing that idiot up on stage for the new Xbox One. You're a game console. Why are you advertising TV? Who in the fuck even thought about doing that? Yeah, I waited to make sure I had enough time in before I used the F-bomb. But that was an idiot. Sometimes Microsoft are not the smartest people. But the whole reason we have Xbox is because of competing with PlayStation. That's how it became around. A lot of people don't know this. But I think the Xbox One, how they launched it and everything, destroyed Xbox's image pretty bad. So now they got Phil Spencer now leading Xbox. He brought back a very powerful system because, we all know the Xbox One was, a puppy dog compared to the PlayStation. He brought back a very powerful system, but alongside with it, he brought an affordable system. And I thought that was a very good idea because not every family can afford $600. I'm sorry. And then with their Game Pass is a brilliant idea. I mean, you get your first party games. You don't have to pay $70. You pay your monthly subscription. And you got hundreds of games to play. You don't have to buy them all. I have an Xbox subscription. And I love it even for my PC. Beautiful idea. But I think they're switching directions. Now everybody's saying, oh, they're bringing their first party games. No, listen.
Make every decision really with the long-term health of Xbox in mind. And long-term health of Xbox means a growing platform, our games performing, building the best platform for creators, reaching as many players as we can. We're always looking to learn as a leadership team and to grow. And we think this is an interesting point in time for us to use what some of the other platforms have right now to help grow our franchises. So we're going to do that.
So these 4 titles, what are they? Can you say?
I'm not going to name those games. The teams that are building those games have announced plans that are not too far away. As we know, game teams put a lot of energy into their announcements with the partners. So I don't want to take anything away from those teams. So I won't be.
Now that is true. I mean,
specifically,
I understand why he's not going to name the games. But I think we know what games he's talking about.
If either of those titles are Starfield or Indiana
Jones? Like right here.
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.
Not Starfield or Indiana Jones. That's their first party big games right there. They're not bringing them to PlayStation. At least not yet. Now, I'm thinking, eventually we're going to have to share games all the time. I mean, that's just the way things are going to go. There's going to be probably a lot of cross-platform games. I think the games they're talking about are games like the PlayStation has, like Helldivers 2. Where it takes, multiplayer games like Fortnite, them style games that Xbox has, I think they're going to bring to PlayStation. Why? Because that gives more people playing them. That gives them to grow even more. You can only grow so much with Xbox and PC. Just like PlayStation can only grow so much, well, with Helldivers 2 when it comes to PC and PlayStation. That's only so much growth. If they add Xbox to it, that's even more. Now, if Nintendo could ever get a system that could run these games, putting it on them too, it's going to even boost, that game sells even better. And how long that game is going to be good for. Especially online games, you need the people playing it in order to keep it going. That's just facts. So I do believe, yes, they're going in a new direction. We're seeing this. But the whole gaming industry is going on a whole new direction. We're not going to have it like it used to be.
Well, what was the criteria and how the team was thinking about selecting those 4 titles?
Let me start a little bit outside of that, and then I'll get to the 4 specific games that we're talking about right now. Because the fundamental decision driver for any decision that we make, anything we're going to talk about today, is the long-term health of Xbox. That we're running a growing platform that is reaching more players, that our games are having as much success as possible. And I do have a fundamental belief that over the next 5 or 10 years, exclusive games that are exclusive to one piece of hardware, are going to be a smaller and smaller part of the game industry. And that's not some great.
He is exactly right. See, this is what I'm saying. First party games are going out because, they need more money coming in. If you only are on PlayStation, you're only on Xbox, you're not going to reach everybody. You're not going to get your maximum growth for that game. So I do feel first party games are going out. We're seeing a change in the industry. And I still don't understand why people are getting so upset over Xbox or PlayStation. Aren't you guys just happy we're playing video games together? It doesn't matter what system you have. Does it? Really? Is it that big of a deal? I play on PC. I have almost all the Xboxes. I don't care. I really don't care. I hardly play on a console. It's always on a PC generally, unless I'm not feeling good. Other than that, I really don't see the Xbox going anywhere in the foreseeable future. They're going to be around. Now, the big question is if they don't compete as hard with PlayStation, will PlayStation prices go up? That's what I'm wondering. I think the Xbox is realizing it's not the power of the system, it's the cost. So they could reduce the power of their systems and reduce the cost. They'll sell more. Not everybody, like I said, not everybody can afford $600 for a nice system. So there is room for cheaper systems. And we might see this. Nintendo realizes that. Nintendo don't charge $600 for their Switch. I don't know what their price point's going to be for their new system. I'm sure the new system will probably run more of the modern games. I'm hoping it'll be a much powerful system. But this is just my take on the whole Xbox thing. I keep seeing it popping up in my feeds. And guys, Xbox is not going anywhere. They're just trying to find their place, their groove in the gaming industry. Like Nintendo, they found their place. Now, I really think Nintendo needs to start pushing things to other consoles after a certain amount. Because will Nintendo be able to survive like that, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not sure. I mean, Nintendo's a unique situation there. Because Nintendo's always been Nintendo. And they've always had great games. That's what sells their consoles. That's what sells for them. Even though they sue everybody. That might also work in their favor as well. Anyhow, a lot of their games don't come to any other console or platform. They're doing okay. But I wonder what there goes my puppies for you. Wonder what the next generation is going to look like. What Nintendo's going to do. What PlayStation's going to do. First time in history, PlayStation puts out Helldivers on the PC along with the PlayStation. That should show you something. Exclusives aren't going to be exclusives anymore. That's what I see in the future. And it was funny. There's one game PlayStation put out exclusively on their system. Xbox couldn't put it on their system. But what they did is they put it on Game Pass for the PC. Yes, they have done this to PlayStation. So, I mean, I just think we're going to see more cross-platform gameplays. More games that are they're going to be put out all at the same time on all the systems. Once Nintendo catches up with the hardware, I think we'll see Nintendo being a part of this too, because if they can put games on the Nintendo, that's even more people they're getting, more gamers. So I'm seeing the game industry changing, and hopefully it's going to be for the better. And look at the indie games. I mean, the indie games are teaching us things too, which will be a whole nother video, because they're actually outperforming AAA games right now. You got Lethal Company. You got Power World. They're blowing away numbers, and AAA games are kind of dying. I think you can only make the same game so many darn times. And that might be the issue. And don't get me wrong, I play Call of Duty. I play Halo still. I still love them franchises, and I still play them. We'll have to see what the future what the future holds. Oh, yeah, but the DC comic one, what is it? Suicide Squad flopped. AAA studio. Just saying. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you subscribe, like, down and below. Go down there and hit the little ding-a-ling-ling bell, and then subscribe to my channel. And almost every evening, Monday through Friday, guess what? I'm on Twitch streaming some video games. Right now, I'm going through Dead Space, a remake. Pretty creepy, man. Anyhow, I had to stop, make a video about this. Now, I think we're okay. Xbox ain't going nowhere. Yes, right now, PlayStation's dominating. We know this. Not a biggie. At least we're all playing games. At least we all can play games together. And that's what really matters. Who cares what console you got? Anyhow, I'm out of here. Genki's going to go get something to eat and get ready to stream tonight. Come visit me on Twitch, guys. Love y'all. Have a good one. Peace out. We're going to do good things. Watch and see. Peace, guys.